Hi, welcome to my totally legit K-pop news show. My name is Angelina and I don't feel like showing my face today. Nor should I have to because frankly, some of you are just mean. But today is Sunday where we talk about all of the K-pop news from throughout the week. And we have some interesting news. I mean, most notably Soojin leaving i-dle, but we're also going to be talking about CLC's Yujin seemingly calling out Kpop. We also have Yunho from Ateez being discussed for having been allegedly disrespected on TV. And people, unsurprisingly, wondering where Lisa's solo is. So if you're interested in these subjects, please feel free to keep watching, or you can skip through to whatever you'd like as it's separated into super fancy segments. So let's start off with Soojin's departure from i-dle. Now, honestly, I did not believe it at first. I didn't think it made the most sense. It seemed a little bit extreme to me. So when I read a post about it, I thought it was fake. But then I looked up other articles and it seems to be true. Kpop has indeed announced that Soojin from i-dle is leaving the group, saying in the following statement, "This is Kpop Entertainment. First, the agency apologizes for having caused concern through the controversy associated with our artist Soojin. Today, we are announcing the decision that Soojin will be leaving the group. i-dle will henceforth promote as 5 members. We will continue to do our best and provide unstinting support so that i-dle can show their growth in music and performance. Thank you." And this statement comes after her having been on hiatus since March due to bullying accusations. But it got me to thinking maybe Kpop had been preparing us slowly for this since at least April. When i-dle was set to release a song for Universe, they ended up basically re-recording the song to cover Soojin's parts and doing some editing so that we wouldn't see her much in the music video or other promotional materials. Universe saying, changes were made to the lyrics and composition of the new song and 5 i-dle members have finished recording. The song will be released as a 5-member band format without Soojin. So with that, people already thought it was really weird that they would go through all of that money, all that trouble just to edit her out if the prospects of her coming back, if they really thought things were going to get better soon. If everyone, the company, Universe, had faith that things would be okay, would they really put so much money into cutting her out? On top of that, despite how much Kpop and Soojin herself denied the bullying claims, Kpop even threatening legal action, actress Soojin came out with her own statement against Soojin after Soojin even denied ever speaking with her. So with all of this, a lot of people were wondering if she would eventually end up leaving the group, especially since i-dle were said to continue as 5 for the time being. And so 5 months later, Kpop has announced her departure, though no specific reasoning has been given other than they were sorry for, the controversy tied to their artist. But it doesn't end there because fans are not having it. Despite the group doing their activities as 5 and Soojin being on hiatus, we have seen other people in the media face similar accusations and who are now planning comebacks. So people did have their hopes up. As of now, if you go on Twitter, you will see i-dle is 6 trending, with people entirely not on board with this decision, as well as people demanding a better explanation from Kpop themselves, since this does come as quite a surprise. Of course, I would love to know what you think. This is definitely not the first time we've seen idols leave groups due to controversy, though there are definitely parallels to be made. So I do want to ask the question, does this seem like fair treatment? Do you think this is a fair decision to be made? And also, do you think that if she was under a different company, that the outcome might be different? Again, if we parallel this to Irene from Red Velvet or Hyunjin from Stray Kids, both who have also been called out, but both also under different companies who are also planning on making comebacks with their groups. So I'd love to know what you think about that. Moving on to yet again some more Kpop issues, we have Yujin from CLC who has said that Kpop has dismissed the group. So a lot of people are saying that she is more or less confirming that CLC has disbanded. In a clip of an episode of Girls Planet 999 that is going around, Yujin is seen saying that Kpop would not give CLC any more activities. She also goes on to say that she gave her all to CLC and that they usually went for tough concepts, so she felt invisible on stage, kind of pointing to the fact that she prefers more cute concepts. Ending off by saying she wants to continue to sing and show her appeal through this show. So the whole thing of Kpop not giving CLC any more activities is definitely not surprising. I've for sure seen clips going around of Soren from CLC saying that her music video needs to get a certain amount of views, and she doesn't say it so much in words, but you kind of get the gist that if it doesn't, then that would kind of be it for her. Same for CLC. After Helicopter, I think a lot of people kind of expected this to kind of be the end of them. People are upset, however, because this information didn't come from Kpop themselves. No official statement had been made, and ultimately fans were left in the dark. I mean, again, even from an outside perspective, a lot of people could have predicted and were probably waiting for this to happen. Not that they wanted it to, but they could kind of see it going in this direction. I mean, even recently, you can't even find Soren's videos on YouTube. And if I look right now, it's only videos of her and other people's videos that you can see. But for the company to not just step up and tell people rubs people the wrong way. So again, let me know what you think of this. Now let's talk about Yunho from Ateez, who is being discussed recently for allegedly being mistreated on a fishing show that goes by the name Urban Fisherman or Fisherman in the City. If you were wondering what this show is about, well, people catch fish and some of them happen to be idols, truly riveting stuff. And until now, everything seemed to be going quite well. This over 2-hour event was even live streamed at one point, it seems, and there was a lot of praise for Yunho and his fish-related endeavors, with people calling him a fishing genius. So through hearing he was mistreated, I obviously wanted to find the source. And so, like any journalist with integrity, I went straight to Twitter. But the strangest thing happened. People were referring to him being mistreated, but there were really no clips attached to the claims, which I found quite odd because usually you would see people retweeting the clip along with what they're saying. Because if you go on Twitter and you search Yunho, you're going to see Yunho fishing rude. But you'll notice really quickly, at least when I went there yesterday, there was no clips to be found associated with any of these. But my friends, I did not spend 8 years in YG's dungeon studying journalism to just give up there. All of my friends ended up telling me it was on Reddit all along, but please keep up. I ended up finding the whole episode, but it seems that the problematic clips in question have actually been removed as they don't seem to correspond with the clips I actually did manage to find. I also did find this tweet from Ateez's own account where they linked a video. However, when you click on it, the video is private. And actually in the comments, one person asked, why did they private the video? With someone responding, because they want to delete the scenes with Yunho being looked down upon by the elderly contestants. Yunho's discomfort is very noticeable. But I did wonder where this outrage was coming from, because if 35,000 people liked this tweet and there's really not a lot of screen recordings going around, then it doesn't make the most sense to me. The outrage must be coming from a different source. So I eventually came across this Nate Pan post that was titled along the lines of something like, Ateez, how do you endure this? And it does link a tweet that shows an actual clip. For context, Yunho was cooking and someone asked him why the food isn't ready, to which he responds the soup wasn't boiling. From there, it looks like there is disappointment and it's quite awkward. With Yunho looking up to the men by his side, where they seem to kind of console him, saying it's okay, he did well, and it's not his fault, but the gas's fault since it was seeming to have issues. There were also a few other instances that people have pointed out as rude, and this is basically what had gained a bit of traction from Korean fans, which then international fans found out about and were also upset. So people have, of course, been drawing parallels to other instances where idols were invited onto shows only to be treated badly, stating it's actually better when idols just have their own shows to avoid the potential of something like this happening. It's definitely not unprecedented for idols to have rude or awkward situations happen to them on TV. And feel free to name other instances you can think of in the comments below. Now let's move on to a little segment that I like to call Kpop Shenanigans, which is fun little things that have happened in K-pop this week. There's no meme section because, how do you react to memes when you don't have a face? ITZY are set to have a comeback with their first full-length album on September 24th called Crazy in Love. And it seems there will be 6 versions of this album. So you have 5 member versions as well as an ITZY version. It's a little excessive if you ask me. I mean, I might do it for Ateez, but maybe we're pushing it. We also have CL, who has announced her comeback finally in 3 parts. This comes after she pushed back her album release last year, I believe. I have no concept of time. Stacey have teased the following photo for their upcoming mini album, so that's exciting. And we also have Yena, former member of i-dle, current artist under Yunho Entertainment, who is seemingly preparing for a solo debut. Now, nothing has been confirmed, but this might actually end these rumors that she would be joining Everglow. So for those who don't know, this is like a huge surprise to me. Everyone was always saying, when i-dle disbands, Yena, of course, is going to join Everglow. Like, that's a logical conclusion, and I always thought it was weird. Like, why would she randomly join the group? But then Everglow was changing internally, they changed the leaders. So I thought, maybe it's plausible. But with the solo debut news, I'm starting to think maybe it's not. So I want to rehash the question, and maybe I'll make a separate video if you guys are interested. Do you think Yena should join Everglow? Do you think it's a possibility? Maybe after her solo? I don't know. I don't know how plausible this is. And the boys made their comeback with Thrill Ride. So now I wanted to end off by talking about Lisa's solo. You know, here's the thing. I've seen posts about how where is Lisa's solo is trending and so on. People wondering where the solo is. People, you know, demanding YG for explanations. And I just have to say, like, you sound like you became a Blink during How You Like That era. It just, nothing against you. It's just, I can smell it. Veteran Blinks have no business being surprised by this. I'll be honest, this last part is just a shit talk segment. There's really no news to it. The story goes as follows. YG hints that a Blackpink member will have a solo. Fans think that means tomorrow. Tomorrow ends up being 1 year. Blinks are sad. It's a tragic love story, but it happens more often than you would think. I mean, personally, I haven't really been following the progression of her solo because I am not a clown anymore. I waited a whole year for Rosie's solo thinking it was going to come out super soon. And I just kept getting clowned. You know, tomorrow does not mean tomorrow. A month from now does not mean a month from now. I'm over it, to be honest. If it comes out tomorrow, I'll have a song to listen to tomorrow. But other than that, I like, you know, unless YG says this is the date, then I don't know what we're waiting for. What you waiting for? Anyways, but just a friendly reminder, this is nothing new. Remember How You Like That? Or was it Kill This Love? Or was it both of them, actually? They postponed it, but it ended up grabbing a lot of anticipation from people and it ended up blowing up. That's the whole point. Anyways, that's basically the end of this video. YG wants to build anticipation and is definitely working, and by trending it, you are anyways. I should probably go. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis through channel memberships or even my Patreon. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.